All right, guys, welcome to Car Mechanic Simulator 2021. The last version of this that came out was 2018. It was a lot of fun. We're going to take a look and check out the demo. The game is supposed to have a scheduled release of sometime this year, but they haven't said exactly when. So let's check it out and see what's new. Let's play the demo. We're going to do a new game, and obviously we're going to do first C624 TV. And if this is your first play, we recommend to play the basic tutorial. Okay. And obviously, guys, this is a great time to hit that subscribe button and give me follows. Tutorials, new orders, approach the phone, take order. Everything's all nice and white and clean. Got some, pretty much they just have highlighted the important things. So let's see, so we're going to use this, take order. So we have a welcome to Car Mechanic Simulator. And this tutorial will teach you the basics of mechanics in the game, handling orders, changing fluids, oil, changing tires, and servicing the spring compressor. We want to change the oil and any additional tasks. We're going to take the order. Open the hood. So we're going to use the left mouse click. We're gonna open it up. Okay, so right off the bat, things that I can tell that are different from this versus Car Mechanic Simulator 2018. The reservoir bins over here, you can physically see how much fluid is in them. Take reservoir cap off. Oh, so this is kind of nice. This is a nice change. You can visually see how much stuff is coming out and coming inside of it, so that this way you don't overfill or anything like that. That said, let's see what happens if you do. So nothing specifically. There's no like penalty or anything like that it seems like. Use the upper lift button to lift the car. So we got up. Approach oil drain. Move oil drain to car lift A. So we're going to move the equipment to car lift A. Use oil drain to get rid of old oil. So we don't actually have to, okay, so just, whoops, use the equipment. So there's the bolt, supposedly, I guess, but I guess we don't have to. Like physically move the equipment. We're going to put the equipment back in its proper place. Click on the suspension. The suspension is okay. So I've seen in the tutorial, it's nice and highlighted in blue for us. Parts overview. Remove foil. So I'm rotating your camera with your WASD keys, just like you would on, most games and things like that. So we're gonna focus on the part. Okay, so, and then we're just gonna take the part off. Open pie menu and change the part and change to mount part. Right, mount part. New oil filter. Use the button to lower the car. Nice and easy. Check engine. Take off oil plug. So I don't see any like gauge or anything like that that's on here that say how much oil you're putting in. So I would imagine very similar to Car Mechanic Simulator 2018. Yeah, you see the little bubbles that are coming out right at the sprockets showing that it's full. Okay, so it's not a great system for the oil, but it works. Click on right front tire. Let's take off the wheel. All right. Approach tire changer. Separate the parts from the And the meals, tire separator. Okay, so tire separator's over here. We want to separate the parts. So this is very similar to 2018 in terms of the tire separator item. Take the parts. Install option from the pie menu. Select rim and tire. That is a low grade rim. So we're going to use a 39% rim, but we're going to put 100% tire on there. Perfect. All right, we'll take it. Wheel balancing. Approach wheel balancer. Pick balance from the tire. Balance. What tire do we want to balance? We're going to do you. This is new. In 2018, you just stuck the piece on there, and it auto balances. So this is kind of like a little mini game like they were showing in like the opening trailer. So we're gonna take the part and let's put it back on the car. So we're gonna mount parts, and we want to mount the tire. We're gonna do this in a star pattern, just as if you were doing it in real life. Click on front right. Set tire for the suspension. So we're gonna repeat the process. Okay, so we're gonna take off the sway bar. Very good. Take off the shock absorber. If only it was that easy to do stuff in real life with cars. Oh my gosh, that would be freaking fantastic. All right, we're going to separate the spring puller. We're going to take our parts. Okay, item added to our inventory. Click join parts. So we're going to do the old sprock, new spring, old cap. And take the parts and probably, I would imagine, reinstall. Right, open pie menu. And reattach the sway bar. Sway bar is only at 34%. I would probably recommend replacing that, but, you know. Open the pie menu and pick car status. Switch tab to order summary and finish order. So this tells us a little bit about the car, where it can be found, conditions, frame, how many miles it had, some little technical data about the engine. This is the what are we supposed to be doing here? Change oil. As we see, we've done each of these items. CR, car status, I suppose. So we did the story, change the order, take the bonus, good. It's finished, and there's nothing else. Nope. So we're gonna finish the order. Yay, basic tutorial completed. Need any help? Make sure to check out the tutorial section of the main game. Very good. Let's take a look and see what we have next. Welcome to Car Mechanic Simulator 2021. All right, so this is our actual story mission, like that you would get end game. In this demo, we'd like to show you some new features. The demo includes 2 missions which introduce 2 new cars: the Salem GW500 and the Sakura Supa. Additionally, you can get your hands dirty with your own Valison 2040. Fully upgraded garage with new open plan. Some tools are locked. Available tools: repair table with new minigame, wheel balancer and wheel changer with new minigame, and the spring puller. So this is our new open floor plan. So we have like a good little garage. We got a car, auto body, fluids. What else do we got here? So we have a little phone booth. It's over here. So we have a dyno station. Interesting. I've got a car wash that's locked because we're in the demo. It looks like we got a whole detailing kit. Nice. I also like that, you know, as you're looking, it shows you where stuff is, you know, around the area. So that's kind of neat. Let's see what else we got. What do we have over here? Test path facility. Okay, so this is our area that we would use to test shocks and stuff. Okay. Not available in demo. Okay, so here's our workshop. So we've got a repair table. Got our definitely a fully upgraded garage. I mean, we got 3 car lifts here. We've got old computer. All right, let's take a look. Let's take the order. Hey there. Hey, seems like boss is out. I heard that you are here on trial for this job. Great. I just got some simple stuff, periodic maintenance, brakes, plugs, coils, the normal. Sounds like bearings might need to be checked. You know the deal. Good luck with your first real job. Take the order. So you take a new order and it comes out here. Nice little car. This must be our piece of crap car that they said that we could get our hands dirty. Missing all kinds of stuff. Okay. So we could actually technically work on stuff right out here. But let's move him to the lift. We're gonna go car lift A. Oh, cool, and it brings us right inside. That's nice. Let's see. Let's check out the map. Map's not available. Photo mode, orders. So right-clicking when you're off of the car just gives you this radial menu, but when you right-click on it, you can actually see what you're supposed to do with the car. So we need to do our brakes, ignition coils, outer tie rods, spark plugs, wheel bearings. So let's check the engine first, I suppose. Okay, and because this is the first mission too, if you notice in the lower left-hand corner there, it doesn't tell us what the percentage of the stuff is, but when we highlight over top of this, now our coils are only at 4%. Additional tools. What else do we have? Drain fluids, tablet, mount parts. All right. Well, let's remove our coils. And our spark plugs as well. Beautiful. Now, if I remember correctly, that was all we had to do for the engine stuff. Coils, spark plugs, serpentine belt. Okay. So it's a nice looking engine. All right, so it also said it wanted us to remove our serpentine belt friend. Now, one of the things that I've always really liked about Car Mechanic Simulator, I'll tell you right now, I'm not a car guy, but I love games like this because it can teach you things as well as you're doing stuff. So here, for example, our serpentine belt, that it wants us to remove, because remember, our car status is being nice, and it's told us serpentine belt A is the belt that we need to remove. This is serpentine belt B, so we don't care about that. But what I want to show you, when you highlight over top of your serpentine belt, it highlights the idler roller pulley over here, which is basically signifying, hey, if you want to take this off, you have to take this off first. Now, which is kind of nice, which is true to real life as well. Now, you can't remove this item without removing this pulley on a car. I've replaced enough timing belts, serpentine belts, to know that, even though I'm not a car guy. So we want to take off our timing chain cover here, but we can't do that without first removing our crankshaft pulley. But we can't remove the crankshaft pulley without removing the serpentine belt. We can't remove the serpentine belt without removing our idler roller. So let's get rid of him. Then we can get rid of our serpentine. Then we can get our crankshaft. Now we can remove our timing cover. And now we have access to all of this stuff, right? So again, we want to remove our serpentine belt A, but we can't do that until we remove our tensioner, which again is true to life as well. So it's kind of nice. Okay, so here I'm trying to move this bolt, and it's not letting me do it. So it's giving me the option to do a loosen up. All right, so it's kind of like we're spraying it with like some WD-40 or something. So that's kind of neat. No, personally, I don't use WD-40 too often. I use PB Blaster. PB Blaster is a fantastic thing when we're working on cars to help break up rust and stuff like that. That is some crappy looking brakes. All right, let's remove our calipers, then our shoes, then our vented disc, and then the only item that we had was the wheel bearing, which we got to remove this so we have access to our bearing. Let's switch sides. I imagine. No, it was something I want to do. Is there a here? Let's get out of. I want to take a look at something. So, if we're looking at a car in our normal view, which is kind of what we're looking at here. Obviously, we're not in the diagnostics, see-through-y, this mode that's focused in on certain things. So if we right click and we do examine, that's kind of neat. Look, so it's saying that items in your suspension, the one of 7 items has been examined. So if we hold down our mouse button, that's actually kind of cool. Look, and it's also telling us, see here, it's pretty smooth. So one of the things they changed here with that tool is that when I was clicking on that, it was checking a bunch of the different suspension parts. So anything in yellow, gives you a certain percentage, but anything in red is saying, hey, this is a critical item that needs to be removed. Now, that was in Car Mechanic Simulator 2018, but it didn't let you sit there and hold on one item. You had to physically be right on the part. So if we wanted to look at this outer tie rod right here, you had to physically be inside of this component, and being able to physically go here, and then you would right click and select from your radio menu what you were going to remove and fix, or that kind of thing. So that's actually a pretty nice change. That's kind of nice. I like that. I like that change. So let's go ahead and take off our other tire. And then we're going to remove this caliper as well. Something else to note. This one here is outlined in orange. So if it's orange, we have to use our spray can. Okay. It's kind of neat. That was never a thing with. So we got to remove the drive axle, so we can get access to our bearing, which is bad. And I think that's all they wanted us to fix on this car, right? They wanted us to fix the brakes, ignition coils. Actually, it did want us to do the outer tie rods. So we want to do this guy over here. pop him off. And let's get the other side. Pop him off of here as well. Okay, so now let's take a look at our items that we have to do. We have the ventilated disc brakes. We got the brake pads. We got the coils. We got the tie rods. We have the belt, spark plugs, wheel hub bearings. All right, so we have everything that we need to fix. But let's see, can we repair any of this stuff? All right, nothing. Can't repair anything there. What about anything? Oh. Okay. So this is body repair parts. That's all new items. Repair parts, tools. Brake lathe, repair table. Okay, so this must be the new little mini game that they were talking about. So we're gonna press spacebar to start repair. Escape and select your component. So we're gonna do. I guess we're gonna try and repair timing cover. Aim for the green areas to repair parts successfully. Okay, so that's kind of neat. Oh crap. That now we don't need to repair any of this stuff. But we're gonna just do it. Now let's see. How much is this? Okay, so it's actually costing us money to repair these things. We don't need to repair any of this stuff though. So while that's a really neat mini game, that's actually costing us money for this job. So we want to buy stuff from the store. We have our main shop, which we get all of our car parts from. Whoops. Let's go home. Got a body shop, tire shop, interior shop, license plates, electronics. Press tab to open shopping lists. That's new. Now, 2018 did have a shopping list. However, I don't recall you being able to go into it. So we'll take a look at that here in a minute. But let's go to our inventory. Okay. So these are all the items that we've taken off of this car. Actually, let's sort all this stuff. Let's sort it by condition. So if we do add to shopping list, spacebar. Okay, so, and then as we were doing that, obviously it was adding all those items to our shopping list. So is there an option to do a one-click all for our shopping list? So if we do, let's take a look at our shopping list. View notes. So these are all the items that we know we need to buy from our computer, or you can do it from your tablet. They both have the same thing. So it doesn't matter where you are. Let's take a look at car parts. So let's if we do, let's open our shopping list. No items available for this. Okay. Whoops. So open up our shopping list. Can we do wheel hub bearings? We can. So we need 2 wheel hub bearings. So we're going to grab 2 of those, 5 parts. And then the nice thing about this is you can modify this as well. So we bought those 2, take it off the list. So, all right, so we need brakes, tie rods. All right, so let's do brake pads. Times 2. And we needed outer tie rods times 2. I kind of wish that you had outer tie rods, brakes. I kind of wish that you had the option of it looking at everything in your inventory, in your shopping list here. and buying it all at once. That would be really nice. So obviously we can't do spark plugs and we can't do ignition coils because those are probably considered electronic components. So here's our spark plugs, but just to make sure. Yep. So we have 4 spark plugs. And then we've got the ignition coil. 4 of those as well. Oops. 4. Excellent. All right. So now we repeat. Now we just go and install everything. So we're going to go into mount parts. I'm going to focus on you. And then again, it shows our old stuff, shows our new stuff. Brake pads, calipers, and we're gonna. And again, and if you want, you could obviously come around back, so it makes it feel a little bit more realistic. Whoops, we need to do the outer tie rod, which is on this side. Add you. The other nice thing that I've always liked about this sim game, these games, is that it only lets you look at stuff once you've put on all the parts that you need. So like you saw that tire didn't show up. Here, we'll repeat it on this one. But you saw that tire didn't show up until all the components that have to be installed first are physically installed. Let's put on our outer tie rod. Let's put on our disc and our brakes. And again, while this doesn't give you the full experience of, working on the car, in terms of, and this is what I was talking about. See how like here, you couldn't put the tire on until I physically had on, the calipers and I had on the other components. So like I can't remove, this tie rod. Tie rod I can remove, but I couldn't put on the tire until the other components were there, which is kind of nice. I mean, if you don't know a lot about cars, so that's not something to keep you from playing the game. So as you can see, so we have our brakes on. So it looks like we've missed a brake. So it's probably the back pad, the back shoes, I would imagine. Let's take a quick look. Take these off. So here again, no, we can't get this off. So let's get our trusty WD-40 or whatever. Oh yeah, see that our brakes are awful. So let's swing around to the back side so we can see our bolts. Let's remove our shoes, and that's all we need for this side. And I think the other side had some bad brakes as well. So let's pull those off. Yeah, so those are awful as well. And again, as you saw just right there, I didn't have to remove myself from the. You know what? What are you doing? What are you doing? You can totally do this without walking over there. Remember, we have a tablet. We can buy these things right up. So we're going to go back to car parts, and we're going to do brake, and we want to get just two more brake shoes. Don't even have to leave. We just right click, mount the parts, put on our new shoes, put on our calipers, let's put on our tire. always do it in a star pattern. This is true for life as well. Just helps balance the load. Put on our calipers. Put on our tire. So now if we take a look at our car status, all of our pads are good. Our tie rods are good. So now it's just spark plug, serpentine belt. So let's click on our engine and go into mount parts. Whoops. Spark plug. Spark plug. And again, even though, as I was saying, even though you may not know much about cars, they've done a really good job in terms of trying to show you where stuff goes, how it's oriented, in that whole 9 yards. So it's really nice. This is a really nice game to be able to play. Let's put on our belt tensioner and the sequence of stuff of how do you remove them or add them, or hey, I wanted to know how to remove my alternator or something like that. Well, this game, well, this makes it super easy. It does give you like the general steps, because in real life this is exactly how you would have to do it. You would have to remove this. No, you'd have to remove all of these components so that you can do this. So I think we're good. Additional tasks. We need to change the brake fluid, change the power steering, refill the windshield washer fluid. So windshield washer fluid, just remove the cap. Look at that. This is a nice change over what they did on the first one. So we're gonna top them off. So now we need to find the brake fluid and the power steering. So that's here and here, right? It was our additional tasks were change power steering fluid, drain old and refill with new, brake fluid, old and new. So we don't want to take the part off. We can open the cap though. So that doesn't work. Okay, we don't want to do that. So how do we? Oh, drained. Okay. So we want to drain you. Oh, I don't know if you guys saw that or not, but right here, let's do it on this. So we've got a little bit of brake fluid there, right? So it's kind of nice. So we're gonna do that. Let's open up our cap. We're gonna add some new. Clunk, 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 clunk. Good old one. Oh, we made a mess. Don't do that in real life, guys. Problems happen when you do that in real life. So it's, oh crud, not what I wanted to do. I meant to just take off the cap. Oh, okay, that's kind of nice that it's got like a red the. It shows all of it there in red. That's kind of nice. So drain, done, good, done. Main things that it wanted us to do. Pretty cool. Whoop. Let's close the hood. And let's go ahead and put it down the rest of the way. And now we have happy car owners. So if we right click, go into our car status, go into our CR report, and you see that we have done everything, and we're going to finish the order. Very cool. All right, guys, that was the first quick look at Car Mechanic Simulator 2021, with it showed the tutorial, showed some basic simple tasks. We're gonna do one more. We're gonna do another car. That'll be our next video. If you like this video, don't forget to hit that subscribe button, guys, and then I will see you all later. Have a good one. Bye.